Hey yo, let's get the stream started. And in this one, we'll be talking about Pokemon RWAs, the crazy hype that's been surrounding this last 24 hours. Of course, we've been calling it for like weeks here on the channel. And so, we saw Zard hit almost 7 million, or actually, I think it did. It hit over $7 million market cap just last night. It forced me to stay awake till like midnight or something crazy. And for me, that's late. And and we've been doing lots of pulls on the Degen Dads podcast and here on the channel. I've been dropping clips. Hope you guys have been enjoying those. But we'll be jumping into some of the top Pokemon RWA platforms out there, including ones I'm not even using yet. So we might explore those this morning. We're definitely going to do some card or some claw pulls and what have you, and some like vending machine pulls, whatever they call them, on their website today, live on stream. So you definitely want to stay tuned for this one. It's going to be a fun one. And make sure you share and like the stream if you're enjoying the content. And it's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. All right. So first things first, Zard popped off. Let's take a look at Zard. The market cap of this one almost actually it hits a little over 7 mil market cap. Went absolutely parabolic yesterday, and a lot due in part. What we did is, we've been tweeting about Zard for a while now, so you can actually go here and check out some of my tweets. Back here on September 1st, the strategic reserve back up to 1.3 mil. Aped in way back here on August 14th, and that was over half a month ago. And this was like sub 500K market cap. And so, yeah, I think it says here RW is the future on chain. We'll have clips to share. We've been sharing clips. I've been calling for this meta on CT for a minute, and people have caught on. And there's been huge amounts of whales dropping like 50 racks into other platforms like cards. It's one of the RWA platforms that have a token out. So there's a couple of them out there that were also pumping last night. I'm just going to stick to Pokemon to make sure, we focus on that today. Also, Zard is a Pokemon treasury company that basically acquired just Charizards. So there's room for opportunity for more treasury companies out there. I think a lot of people are going to spin those up. Possibly even, big wig type of collectors in the Web2 space. We could also see them enter the space as well. A lot of people are calling for, um, well, I forgot what I was going to say, but anyways, this is going to be pretty interesting. We could see major adoption here. I think this could be the beginning of something special. The last NFT bull run, we know that, Vivi actually did really well. It was something that normies could relate to because the IP and the brands that were dropped on the platform. Now they pivoted and went a different direction. And then the NFTs kind of died off. These are not necessarily, they are NFTs, but they represent a physical, which is completely different, in my opinion, than just a digital collectible. And this could be a way to onboard thousands of people into crypto. I know the last NFT bull run we had in the peak over 200 to 300 people on my streams. So you can see here Thread Guy even talking about this, getting involved here, Pokemon Card Treasury Company. And I've been tweeting about this for a minute, like days and days. And people finally catching on like it's a new idea. Is someone building this? I want to invest. So he's like obviously one of the big streamers in the space. Finally caught on to that. And that's when the token really started pumping, especially after I dropped down below, and a lot of people were liking this and paying attention to it, tagging Zar, tagging some of these other platforms. And that's when cards really popped off because it does have a token. I saw one top KOL on crypto Twitter dropped 50 racks into cards or something crazy. Said it was his largest investment. I know a couple of people are holding significant portion, some meme coin whales of that specific token. But some of the platforms I'm liking is going to be like Fidgetals. Fidgetals is they have some super dope, super dope platform. BZ is over there on Flow. I think that's pretty dope. The OG consumer app blockchain is going to be Flow. I know a lot of people like to talk about abstract, but Flow is the OG. There's undeniable. It's undeniable proof. They did CryptoKitties. They did the ERC20 standard for NFTs, or whatever is called. And so they're super OG. Courtyard as well. Courtyard I haven't actually tried. I know that's pretty dope platform built on Polygon. Fidgetals, I believe, is on Solana. There's a couple built on Solana, but BZ and Fidgetals have been pretty responsive. I've actually DM'd them a couple times, trying to work with them. Haven't heard anything from Courtyard, and not sure who actually even runs Courtyard, but I know that was like the original one to pop off, and I actually tweeted about Courtyard long before it was even like big. And so yeah, I've been keeping an eye on these collectible platforms for a hot minute. But yeah, this morning, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try a couple of these platforms out. We're gonna go over here to the claw machine and I think try to get some of these. This was sold out the other day. So this was like the $500 pack. It looks like they have it back. Um, and then of course, yeah, the Zard chart was looking pretty crazy last night. We definitely sold off a little bit into that because you never know, so you always want, I bought like a wave down there, and this thing took off. So, yeah, may see look at it like a reentry on that one. We know cards. Let's go ahead and pull this one up on deck screener. Collector Crypt. This was one that went to 56 mil. Obviously went parabolic. I actually thought it was a little bit higher than that for some reason. And let's go ahead and maybe it's the FDV or something. Let's see, the FDV. Yeah, FDV 300 mil. Little high float on that. So I may hold off on that. This one is on Solana as well. Actually, I haven't heard much about this platform until last night. I think it's just because it has a token. They are touting themselves as um, one of the higher, it says here, let's see, one of the top platforms to have like a solid pool. It looks like they're kind of getting some of that support from the Solana ecosystem. I think that's due in part because they do have a token, and we'll try to sign into this one and try to see about getting some pools. I do like how they have a page that says loaded into the gotcha machine. So yeah, you can like have the possibility of winning one of these like super rare cards. Um, and not really sure. It looks like not really sure how. Let's see, turbo automatically sells back. Okay, automatically sells any common card. Hunt grails at maximum speed. So yeah, we're gonna sign up to this platform. I think this is like maybe the higher end pack here. But yeah, they're all the same idea. The gotcha machine and what have you. They do have built-in, community. So that's something we're definitely gonna be checking out as well. What is RWA? Says Ernie Malice. RWA stands for real world asset. So a real world asset can be obviously like yeah, anything in IRL, like real life, right? So these are not just NFTs. These are NFTs representing the actual card in real life that you can have actually shipped to you. So we're gonna go ahead and see. I can't remember how I signed in last time. So let me sign in with my stuff real quick over there. Got like several different wallets. Solana might actually have to bridge because I've been primarily on other chains at the moment. And then Collector's Crypt, we're gonna have to sign up for that one. I think this one's on Solana as well. Looks like they're using the same exact Privy wallet. Oh, it says the machine is being restocked. So it looks like, wow. So we can't even try their platform, even if we tried, because the machine is being restocked. So they're completely out of packs here. Pretty cool stuff though. I think they actually have a lot of other like types of cards as well. So um, you can actually see. Let me see if I can. I don't think it'll let me scroll. I don't know why, but they have. Let's see. I think they have more than just Pokemon. Yeah, like I thought I saw more than other Pokemon just last night. Um, buybacks and referrals. Your referral code, your referral link. What's the difference? Anyways, yeah, maybe we'll do some referral stuff too if you guys are interested in some of these platforms. I know they all kind of have referrals and what have you. And let's see, Fidgetals. This is on, yeah, this is on Solana, and then BZ, of course. Let me see here. I wonder if we can use crypto. Okay, so let's try that. Do not refresh. We might even have to bridge some funds over there in just a minute. But anyways, that is kind of like some of the what's going on. And then there was touch. This one popped off pretty hard last night as well. Went to like almost looks like a little over 11 million market cap. This one is one of the ones that was CS:GO related, so trade CS2 skins on Solana. So pretty much Solana projects, even though BZ and well, at least Zard is on um Flow chain, they actually have a Solana token that is synced to the Flow one, so they're easier to find as well if you're like if you're like a Solana maxi or something. And then Magic was the other one that I've seen. And I saw somebody promoting, I think it was like Yellow Panther was promoting some other token on like some random blockchain as well. So yeah, this one went parabolic, and this is one of the ones that was created on the Heaven launcher. Open digital packs, chase real gains. So let's check this out. We'll check this one out real quick. And then I've seen one just this morning called, I think it's called Rip.Fun. So there is a lot of them. But again, I think the main four ones that I've noticed have the most traction is going to be BZ, Fidgetal's Courtyard, and now I guess this cards platform. So a lot of these other ones that are new, it looks like this is closed beta as well. So I don't think we'll be able to try this one out. Um, but like Grailed and Rip Fun, I think these are going to have to compete with the big dogs, and it's going to be interesting. It looks like they have a nice live chat right there as well. Um, so this platform does look pretty dope, though. I'm not gonna lie, the UI is pretty clean, looks pretty dope. Feature pack, you have all these different ones, gold star. I'm not sure how much the diamonds are gonna be. Get demo spin. Let's do a demo spin. Charizard. So that's pretty dope. So we'll stick to the ones though that I've been doing already, which is gonna be like BZ. Um, and we'll try to get a process this information. I don't know if it will though. Let's go over here to just chatting. I own many VV pieces of digital now. They're talking about interoperability. I'm getting excited. Um, that's awesome, man. I don't really collect on VV too much. Yeah, but interoperability would be pretty dope. If they do go that route. Let's see. BC's is not letting me do a pack opening. So I think I'm gonna try on Phygital. Bear with me for a second. All right, we're gonna see if I can transfer some of this flow. In my EVM wallet. Okay, dope. So it looks like it is in there. All right, bear with me. Bam. Bear with me. This is my okay, let's see. Blackbird, blah blah blah. Some botted comments over on Twitch. Okay, this should be relatively pretty quick. All right, back over here. We are going to do this big bad one here. Big bad one right here. All right, here we go. Cue the music, cue the drums, baby. Actually, let me do that. Actually, I'm not, because I'm going to clip this. All right. Here we go. Oh! Big pull, baby, big pull. Big card, here we go. Tap to reveal. Star me, dude. Yeah, I want to sell that bad boy. I remember having this card back in the day. Used to have a lot of those, man, in my binder. Sell that bad boy. All right, well, got pretty good odds on the legendary one. Now, let's see if we can try actually BZ again. Let me refresh this bad boy. All right, here we go. Try salami. Here we go. Ripping a BZ pack. Delivering your item. Less than 1 minute remaining. All right, so here we go. Got the pull on BZ too. I like the $50 price point. I had pretty good odds so far on BZ because me and Chris both had some pretty high value cards. So I do like BZ so far. Experience have been pretty great. And they also have that auto claw feature, just like the other platforms. Okay. All right, here we go. Claw pull in progress. Dude. See? Oh my god. We got a Sylveon 2024 Pokemon SV Japanese Peristal Fest. So this is actually, we're up 2x on this one. So that's pretty dope, man. Yeah, should I keep this one? I should keep this one. This one is pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Now I'm tour though. I'm tour. I want to check their inventory to see what they have. Actually, let's check their socials. Collectors, let's not Damian. BJ. Okay. Easy Squad. Collect Pokemon. Collectibles on chain. That one's pretty dope right there. Pretty dope image. Pulled to 600. Dang, dude. 600? That's crazy. So this guy got a Gengar. $520. That's crazy, dude. It's so addictive. Got a Clefairy. Magikarp. They got the bounty up. I think somebody actually pulled this and kept it, though. Let's see if you can view, like... I wonder if you can view, like, what's in the claw. Oh, they got sealed products, too. That's pretty dope. Sneakers. Got sneakers. Okay. Recent pulls. Up items. So this one's... I think this is where... I think these are, like, some of the other cards that you can get maybe right here. Dang, I used to have this guy. Can't believe it's 128. I used to have like 4 of those. I used to have a lot of those. I don't know. Should I keep it? I wonder if I should keep it. I got 10 minutes to decide if I'm gonna keep this bad boy or not. It's a jet. It's 10. Okay, I think I'm gonna swap it. Swap it. On chain too. On chain swap. I love that. Pretty dope. Okay, so we did get our funds back on this one. I do like odds over here on BZ, but Digitals is pretty okay. So this one's pretty dope though. You can pull some. This looks like it's anime themed or whatever. I forget. I can't believe I forgot the name. Um, my brain's foggy. I need another coffee this morning. All right, let's go back over here and see what's like in this that mythic. Oh my god! If you got a Mewtwo, I can't believe this is $19,000, bro. I used to have these all first edition too. Crazy, dude. It's crazy. I might save, actually, I might save a big pull for the Degen Dads podcast. So we'll keep it tight on that. And then we swapped back on BZ and got $100. So we made profit on that. So that's pretty dope. So I think I'm going to stop there. Save some of this content for the Degen Dads podcast. Yeah, I'm curious to try this one, though. I wonder how they let you log in. Continuous wallet. See if they do Phantom. Username, Kyle. Let's go to just chatting so I can get my email entered in. All right, so their gold star is like the most expensive one. You need 68, almost 70,000. That's 2 soul. What about the crystal? 7. You get a deposit, some soul, soul and Solana. Then only sold to this address. Okay. Actually, I might skip this one too, right, for now, because I don't want to like mess around with it like another one. Let's see if they let's refresh this one to see if they allow us to. But I was already signed in. Try to sign in. Yeah, machine is being restocked. All right, so that's that though. Pretty good experience. I think again, always with the good pulls on BZ, so super dope there. And want to try out some of these other platforms. See what's going on over here. Kitty punch, let's go. Oops. My boy Chris's DMs. We were trying to do some streaming stuff, get some content together. But yeah, that's all I got for the stream. Let me know what you guys think. We can also see, let's try to go over to Axiom real quick. On the trenches, like it's still, there's still cards. Like some random card, some random Pokemon themed. The guy's video is absolutely ridiculous. I got 2. That's pretty funny. Or so yeah, this one's still on the surging page. Geiger bought 105K worth of this 11 hours ago at $184 million market cap. So he's up like quite a bit on that trade. Oh, they just launched. So they just launched this token not that long ago. That's another reason why this one pumped so hard, is because it was just launched. So I'm sure there were some insiders on this one, or at least they knew about it pretty early. And they probably faded it until they saw CT was like popping off on the Pokemon meta. And of course we have Zard here. I should have kept my soul with Zard. I actually had some on soul. I had all my Zard on flow, but I should have kept it on soul too, man. Would have made a killing on that, but I got way too ADD and was down bad on Solana trenches, but we made pretty good money on yeah, Gake sold. Gake must have bought this a long time ago or something. Zard secretly bought it and then sold it. Let's see. Oh, he's selling, so he sold Hutch. This guy was degening last night. He bought. We're falling some goofy. All right, we're gonna close that one down because it's gonna make a lot of noise. But you guys get the idea. I think this could be something like pretty impressive moving forward, as people start making more content around these pulls and clips and stuff like that. There's already like a huge audience for this on YouTube and all these streaming platforms. We know people stream this stuff live in terms of like the actual uh, pack openings for Pokemon cards. But being this is like pretty easy to do. Again, nobody has to run to the store. Like they stock all these like stuff. They stock all these Pokemon cards for you, so it's super easy to do. You're gonna get something pretty rare. That's already slabbed up, so that's pretty nice. I have some slabs back there on my collectible shelf in the back. So I prefer like a slabbed card versus like, trying to gamble on some of these Pokemon packs IRL, and having to fight and like go down there, check stock and all this other crazy stuff. So yeah, that's all I got for this podcast today, or podcast, this stream right now. Just wanted to do a fun little stream, do a couple pulls. Um and yeah, go from there. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Make sure you watch out for the Degen Dads podcast. Let's pop over here and subscribe to this podcast as well. Hit that follow. We'll be doing some pulls and content over there. We also booted up our channel as well. We gotten like 64K subs over there, and we're about to break 100 on X. So that's something we're trying to grow. So it's much appreciated if you give us a follow on that. I think I forgot to start my I forgot to start my arena stream. That's okay. We'll do it next time. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.